Hey team. Okay, I'm really excited. I'm excited about what we're about to introduce you. It's bringing us into 21st century network marketing. Todd Collins, presidential in our group, very good friend, business associates. I never knew Todd before 7K metals, but he and his wife Julianne have become uh, heartfelt friends, like family, as far as I'm concerned. Uh, I trust him with my life. I trust him with everything we have. That's how I feel about Todd Collins. Uh, he's one of the hardest working persons that I've met in my lifetime. And Todd does it for the right reasons. He has a heart to help people. And that's what we're in. We're in a business of people helping people. I started working with Todd. We've been working on a program for almost 8 months, ever since we recognized that Sound Money Wallet is our product and we need to go to the marketplace with it. And I put together that first presentation. Todd asked me to do that. Since then, Todd's really good at this stuff. I'm just an old guy, but Todd's been the main project manager. He put all this together. He made all the contacts. He is making available to my team, that's all of you on this, and he's already made it available to his team leaders and everybody on his team. And I want to thank Todd immensely from the bottom of my heart, making this available to you if you want to take advantage of it. We're going to offer you something today that I know will turn around your businesses for you, your group, and everybody in the future. And I hope you see what we see as we present it to you. Uh, uh, and I'm going to share my screen as to show you a website that you're going to be able to get if you want one. You don't have to, and it's for 1 year, and it's a one-time cost. And with that said, I'm gonna I'm gonna ask Todd to make a little introduction, a brief introduction to this, and then Todd, I'd like to kind of roll it out my way because we're going to make your detail rollout available as a recorded transaction in the band apps for everybody to use and to use with their people, where you played the videos and did things like that. So Todd, let me turn it over to you. Let you make an introduction because you put in 80, 20, 100 hours. I don't know how many hours of work you did on this. I mean, I was just your consultant and your helper and your kibitzer, and but you're the man that has done all this work. You and the people you brought together to put together the details to make available what we're about to share with everybody. Todd, please make an introduction for me.
Thank you. Before I do that, did you mean to record this one or not record this one?
Oh, you mean I'm not recording?
I don't think so.
No,
I never
no,
saw
it's
that.
recording. It's
Okay, good.
recording. It's
I never
recording.
saw that pop up on my screen, so I didn't know if it
Yeah,
did or not.
it's
Great.
recording.
Well, thank you for that introduction, Bob. And I echo back what Bob said about our friendship. A little over 4.5 years ago, Bob grabbed hold of me through text messaging and told me that I needed to do some things a little differently than I was. And I listened, became a mentor of Bob Reed and the platform that he's taught off of for the last 4.5 years. And without Bob, I can candidly say I'd probably be back at the regular 9 to 5. I don't think I would have made it in network marketing if Bob hadn't taught me how to do it the right way. So I want to thank Bob for that. And his friendship means more to me than I could put into words. Um, it's been a real fun transition for me and my team over this last few months as 7K, I think it was back in December, unrolled the Sound Money wallet opportunity as a not part of the 7K Metals platform, so to speak, not part of the network marketing side of it. But they I think it was mid-December, they came out with a fractionalgold.com platform, which is the customer acquisition program that they came up with. And Bob and I, for 3 years, I've been screaming, we got to focus on the product and then show people how to make money doing that if they want to, not the other way around. So I was very excited when the fractional gold platform came out. And have been working, as Bob said, it is well more than 100 hours that we've put into this. Bob and I talking about the way this should look and could look and what we dreamed it would be for all of my downline. And when Bob said he wanted to make it available to his, there's just no question that I'm not ever building things that are just going to help me make a lot of money and help me have a lot of customer acquisition. I want to see everybody at 7K do well, specifically Bob Reed and his team, because again, without him pouring into me, I wouldn't even be sitting here. So happy to give this back to all the teams that are participatory underneath the Bob Reed umbrella. So what we did is we came up with a website that we work really hard on to minimize the amount of information, but maximize the amount of impact in that educational process. And I'm real pleased with what we've come up with here. The website's name is SoundMoneyAccount.com. And there is a refresh you need to do on that, Bob. We've done some updates on this, and I can see that that's not the most recent version of it. Should pop up. There you go. All right, Bob. I think that's the introduction you were looking for. I'll hand it back over unless you need me to say something else here.
Yeah, well, I just want you to chime in whenever you need to chime in with me on this, because
Okay.
this is your baby. You're allowing us to use it, and this will be a website, just like our replicated 7K websites, just like our Sound Money website. You'll be able to get your own. We're going to show you how to do that, but this is what you will share with people. This is what you will share with people. And the reason you'll share this with people is it does the walk and the talk for you. You don't have to do a lot of things. You just make an introduction. You can even use it on social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook. There's other ways that you can do this, but you can definitely DM it. You can definitely text message it with your link on it, and you can use some of the wording that's here. And by the way, Todd, I'll let you know this too. All of this is compliance approved. Okay. So all the website, all the videos, everything that's been done here, and these are professional videos. I'm just going to scroll through this as I do it. I want you to read as if you're looking at this for the first time. And basically, it does, like I said, the walk and the talk. You don't have to share video links. It's all a one-stop place to get the information a person needs to set up their own gold and silver account. Now that 6-minute video, I'm not going to play it here. Todd played it on his introduction, which is going to be available to y'all. But I want you to go to the website, soundmoneyaccount.com, soundmoneyaccount.com, just like it is, and you play the video yourself. You walk through this website as if you were receiving it and you didn't have a gold and silver account. You didn't know anything about gold and silver. That's what you should do. Then you will see the facts, the things that you've heard from me and others, especially over this last few years. Only 5% of Americans own any substantial amount. I mean, more than a handful of gold and silver. Only 5% of Americans. Well, we've got to change that. 50% of Americans in the next 10 years need to have their own gold and silver account. And that's going to be up to you and me. Okay. And this is going to be a tool that is going to help you do that. Okay. And it's going to say why people, all those same reasons. These aren't things that you don't know about. You've heard of bits and pieces in all the 7K presentations and in all our trainings. But these are professionally done videos. This is the work This is all that hard work that Todd and the people that were hired to professionally put together these videos. This is a 90-second video that'll knock your socks off. And if it doesn't knock your socks off, yeah, you're in the wrong business, okay? Because it does everything. So between these two videos, which total 7 minutes on this website, and you being able to share it and then following up the way that I have taught and the way that my leaders are teaching, and that's part of duplication, follow up, follow up, follow up without becoming a pest and working that pipeline. And Rick, I'm going to address your question. It doesn't matter that you've been in it for 30 years. We're still going to go back to the friends. We're still going to go back, because if they don't have a gold and silver account, they're the one that's going to be losing. And I'm doing the same thing in my family. And I got family members that were never part of my gold and silver business that are now becoming part of our gold and silver business because of these accounts. And they got tens of thousands of dollars now in gold and silver, which they did not have before. And I know we're helping protect their wealth for the future. Okay. Go through that website like I'm doing right here. And basically it does everything for you. So you don't have to talk. See, this is the problem. Too many people talk way too much and they don't let the tools do the work. And then when they click on this link down here, okay, you're going to have your own website. This is Todd's website. So when they click on this link, it's going to go to that fractional gold link, but this is from Todd because this is his website. When they click on that link, because your website that Todd's going to offer all of us for $100 license fee for a year. If you don't want to keep it after a year, then that's fine. It just switch off. But I'm encouraging Todd that it be $100 a year, because there's going to be the web developers and people who put this together for Todd. They're going to keep it updated. They're going to keep it current. They're going to keep it so that interfaces with all the different browsers and all the different phone, mobile things, and that's work. So $100 a year for this tool is cheap, okay, as far as I'm concerned. Well, it'd take them to your link, and it won't be Todd's link, okay? And that is the fractional site that you saw, but we already told them in the other website why they need this. Then they're going to get reassured on this website that, number one, they're getting a savings, and the number two, they're going to hear sound money. So if they're the engineer type or the CPA, they're going to go research sound money, and they're going to find sound money. And when they do, they'll find that sound money wallet account is $299. Now, do you think they're going to pay $299 for it, or are they going to come back and get it through you for $199? That's right. They're going to get it through you. Then they're linked to you. Now, your customer, you're going to get $50 for everyone that's linked to you. And you'll get an email saying, hey, John, you just got Susie win a lot, joined with her fractional gold sound money wallet account. Her contact information is such. You're the only one that gets that information. They're not in your downline. You're the one that now has the responsibility to follow up with them, introduce yourself, form a relationship. Now, don't jump on them about making money with 7K yet. Let them get some success and keep in contact with them. Hey, can I help you? What do you need? Do you have any questions? They're your customer. Treat them like a customer. Okay. Now we're going to have trainings on all this, but that's what it's going to do. So how do you get one of these accounts? Well, you go to SoundMoneyAccount.com/ sign up right there. Todd, you might want to put this in the chat. I'm not
I
good at
will.
all this.
I will.
Put that in the chat. SoundMoneyAccount.com/sign up. All lowercase, all one, except for the dot. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put your name, your first name. You're going to put your last name. You're going to put your phone number, just your area code and
Hey,
number.
Bob,
Yeah.
refresh the screen too.
Oh, okay. You got it. You got it changed, right? We were
Yeah.
talking last night.
Mike and I were up early today doing all kinds of fun stuff here. There you
Okay,
go.
cool. Oh yeah, I love it. Okay, cool. Okay. It's still soundmoneyaccount.com/sign up, everybody. Okay. Todd's going to put it in the chat for you. Okay. You enter your first name, you enter your last name, you enter your phone number, and you enter your email. Now, this is the email that you want Todd to respond to on this only. Okay. So if it's different than your email you use for 7K or 5, that's fine. But put your email in here, okay? That you won't communicate it with, that you want to know, hey, I got this account. That's what you want. Then you put your fractional goal link, only your username. Don't put fractionalgoal.com/ you. Just put your user link. Like mine is Bob. So I'll put Bob. Pamela's, when I did hers is PJ. The only thing I put in here is the username. What is your username? Go to your website if you don't know it.
Actually, Bob, we would like one thing to happen here. If you'll click over to your 7K splash page real quick, the actual 7K medals, there you go. So log in.
Let me log into my.
Uh-huh.
Let me log into my.
Yeah. Mike gave me something that he needs to have to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes. So I want to make sure you point this correct right out of the gate.
Okay. I'm going to go to my demo site.
That's perfect. So right there where you see the fractionalgoal.com/Pam, I'd like you guys to copy that link right there and paste that link in the sign up form. That way Mike doesn't have to recreate, make a spelling error, anything. He can just grab it and go. So
okay, that's great. That's good. That's a good clarification there. And that makes it easy. Go and copy this right here. And if you're in your phone, it'll be on your dashboard. You'll see it. You can just, when you hit to my account, you'll see it. These same links are right under your name in your dashboard of your phone. Okay. And you can copy that. And then you can go back to that form that we were at. And you can paste it in right there. That's where you want to paste it, right?
Yep.
Okay. For those of us that done that already, do you want us to do it again?
No, it's fine. We'll take care of it.
Okay. The other thing is you'll go right down here and you're going to see that you're going to agree to the terms here. And that means you're responsible. All this is compliance approved, but what you say to your clients and what you talk to them and what you're responsible, not Todd and not his organization who's providing this for us. He's just providing a tool at a price. That's it. Nothing more. It's just that simple. Okay. Now, you will pay for it by using your Sound Money wallet. So you go to your Sound Money wallet and you transfer $100 of gold or $100 of silver, but you transfer $100 worth of metal to Return to Go. Okay. And you do that in your gifting website. I'm going to take you and show you how you do that. If you don't know how to do it, I'm going to go back to that Sound Money account. Okay. And what I'm going to do is go back to the dashboard. Okay. And when you go to your dashboard, if you'll notice right here to the right under buying power, send a gift. And that's what you're doing. Okay. So you're going to search Return to Gold. And there it is right there, Todd Collins. You add the recipient to your list. Now you can send a gift to Todd. You can choose what you want, either silver bars or 1 ounce bars. Oh, I should have went to my other account because I got to send it to you. I couldn't send it to you last night with the other thing. So that's what you do. You choose what you want, you put it in, put $100 worth, and bingo, it's done. Okay. Now, Todd, what should they expect in terms of about how many days should they expect before their replicated website will come up?
We're going to work our tail off to get these things turned around 48 hours minus Sundays. So within a couple days.
Okay.
We've
Well,
had a
that's
pretty good response rate to this. I will ramp up accordingly and work around the clock, getting them set up as fast as I can. I also put my email address, Bob, in the chat channel as well. If anybody's got any specific questions that they have on this, feel free to reach out to me as well. And guys, what we really tried to do here with that splash page, and no offense to anything 7K has done with the fractionalgold.com website, but there's no story there. Though they do have one great video in there that talks about what Bob trained on today, and that's the ability to buy dealer direct fractionally the lowest price possible in the industry. So that part was already there, but I wanted people to be able to walk through I don't know if it was Zig Ziglar or who taught me this, but the problem, need, and solution. So the problem is our dollars suck. We need silver and gold. Why do we need silver and gold? To protect against, hedge against inflation and increased money supply. And that story is told in that first video. And we talked, the milk story is in there, the cars in the silver, the Mustangs in the silver, and the houses in the gold. Those three stories are in there. We truncated it down as best we could. Bob and I worked around the clock trying to perfect the verbiage in there. So that the problem and the need are explained in the first video. The reasons why people don't buy silver or gold is specified right on the splash page in the simplistic form as I could do it. And then that last 90-second video is the solution, which eliminates all of those age-old problems. So again, it's just simple was what I was looking for here. But it's a lot of impact that can be done in under 10 minutes. Someone can walk through top to bottom, read everything, and watch the videos. And you guys just don't have to keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. Send
yeah.
that link out, follow up, just like we've always done with the 7K process. Send the link out, notate to the person that you're sending it out that you're going to follow up in a few days. Use all the good habits that Bob's been trying to teach you for the last 4 or 5 years, whatever it's been, 7 years if you're an OG with Bob, 10 years, I guess it is now. Man, time flies. Anyhow, we did our best there. As anything changes with 7K, if they come up with another benefit in Sound Money Wallet, hypothetically, let's say down the road they come up with a way for you to roll over an IRA in there or something like that, I'll update the splash pages accordingly. So when we talk about an ongoing annual expense, I don't know what that number is going to be right now. We're going to kind of have to look at that. It won't be more than it is. $100 a year is, in my opinion, very fair. I was encouraged to charge a lot more than that. I'm just not going to do that. I do have a lot of administrative expenses here. These videos are not cheap to make in time or the money that I paid to get them done. And maybe someday 7K will adopt all this stuff for everybody. Who knows? But for now, we want to win, and I think this is a great tool to help you guys do just that.
I do too. And we're going to give trainings on how to use this in different applications and little text messages, little emails. I already wrote up a couple of them already for a few people. And that's going to come. But one thing you can do once you get your site, that's going to have an address to it. If you already have some of our QR code cards that I taught on, then you can just go into that dynamic QR code, because if you got them through me, I allow you to do it. I showed you how to get a dynamic. That means you can change where that points to. You can have it now point to this and pass out 1,000 of these cards.
Yep.
Just to anybody and everybody. Every time you have a conversation, hey, do you have a gold and silver account like you have a checking account? Here, you need to check this out. Bingo. That's simple. Don't talk about a lot of stuff. Okay. And I'm going to also uh, redesign a new QR code card specifically for this. Okay, and it'll be on my Bob Reed Pro, whatever that account is, and I'm going to retrain it again, and so it'll be up there. That's where you can order 1,000 of these high quality stock multicolored. Somewhere around here I can get it so you can see it. I don't know why you can't. Oh, there it is. Huh? Man, it's amazing. Yeah,
It's
there you
because of your
go.
background. There you go. Keep it
There
right in
you
front of you.
go. Okay. So that's just like a regular business card. And so when you order them through the company I set up with Vistaprint, you get them at what I call you my employees, so you can get employee costs. So I don't make a penny on these things. So you can get 1,000 of these things with your QR code put on here, and that you can just put your name, your QR code, and then have it linked. And when you're on the QR code, you can have it linked to this website. You can get 1,000 of these for $68 delivered to your house. Your job will be able to pass out 1,000 of these cards at least every year. Those of you that pass out 1,000 a month, you're going to be the big winners. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure. One more
Uh,
quick. There's a couple questions here, Bob. Heather Hockett said, "Will we get a receipt for tax purposes?" Yeah, I can generate a receipt if you. I'll just do that for everybody, I guess. I'll have a template set up, and Julianne and I can work to spit those out. I am going to prioritize getting splash pages set up over getting the receipts out. So if you don't see that for a week or two, don't yell at me. You can send me an email and remind me. Just make sure I didn't forget. But we'll put that on the to-do list. And then she also said, is this just for US or is it available in other countries? Everybody that's a 7K Metals member, I believe, has a fractional gold account around the world. So, yep, that'll work everywhere. The videos are US centric, just so you know, but they're applicable in other currencies. They're going to understand, the dollar. And if they're in Mexico, they're not buying, Mustangs probably down. I don't know what they buy, but they're not going to be using dollars to make those comparisons. I'm not translating this. It just is what it is. The last one, Rick Perry, actually two more. Rick Perry. So the link on the 7K page is is not what we're using now. You can still send that link out, Rick. Again, I think you're talking about the fractionalgold.com/Rick Perry. You can send that to whoever you want. You don't have to participate in doing this splash page I did. But if you do that, my opinion is when they look at fractionalgold.com, there's more questions than answers there. Why do I need this? So if you're really good at telling the story of why they need to be buying gold and silver, you've had that dialogue, you can go ahead and just use your fractionalgold.com /Rick Perry. That's fine. But if you want a high impact and not have to do that over and over and over again, back to what Bob was talking about with your list of 500 people, you instead of doing 5 of these a day, you could do 20 of these a day. You could start approaching businesses that want to offer an employee benefit package. And Bob and I are going to train on all this stuff in the days and weeks ahead. But I believe if you just send somebody to fractionalgold.com, like I said, confused people don't do anything. Why do I need this has not been answered anywhere on this page. Okay. And then the last one over here is, how do you want to handle any LLC or business name? I don't need to do anything with that. That's on you. Your fractional gold link, I don't know whether it's a personal link or whether it's your LLC name. That's the same. You're going to get, for those, actually, I don't think Bob clarified this. What you're going to get back from us is soundmoneyaccount.com /Rick Perry, or whatever that link at the end of it is, whatever your handle is, your username. We'll make that the same, unless you want something else. Like Bob is /Bob. Bob might want to be /BR Energy Bob. But we can dialogue on that if as a one-off. If you want to change that, we can work with you on that.
However, there's a problem if people want to change their username because it's not going to link to their fractional gold account. So whatever you change here, it needs to be your fractional gold account with 7K metals, what's in that account. Because if it's not linked to you. Okay.
Right. No,
So
so what I meant was the soundmoneyaccount.com / you can call it anything you want, your splash page, but the link that's going to be at the bottom will be your fractional gold link.
that is
Always.
correct.
Yes.
Now, I recommend though you use the same. You use your username.
I
Okay.
would too.
Okay. Because then you're going to have a rush for people to get different names for their website at the top. The key to success in network marketing, everybody, is always a few essential things. One, keep it simple. What have I always taught you? When you get your 7K website, you create your username, you create a password, you use that same username and password on your Sound Money wallet, on your Stack and Sell. And that's why I asked y'all to create passwords when you set up your 7K account that will accommodate the requirements for the Stack and Sell and the Sound Money. I asked you to do a minimum of 8 characters, one uppercase, one lowercase, one number, and one special character, because that is the requirement at a minimum requirement on at least one of those 3 accounts. So just keep it simple. Use your username for your soundmoneyaccount.com/ whatever your current username is. Like mine is Bob. Guess what my username on my 7K account is? Bob. Guess what my username on my Sound Money wallet account? Bob. Guess what my my Stack and Sell username? Bob. Okay, all the same. Keep it simple. Keep your passwords the same. That way you don't have to remember 4 and 5 and 6 different passwords for the same thing. Just make sure it fits all of the accounts. Okay. Hey, look, I want to end this recording because I do want to give those that's hung around the flagpole here. I want to talk about this unrecorded part, because this is some very key information you all need to know about. I'm going to give more details later, but this is urgent, so I need to do this. I need to go ahead and pop this recording off, get it finished.